been 1 year since I started my YouTube channel, and boy am I tired. So I left my full-time job to be a content creator, and now I get to be my own boss, which means I get to decide which 100 hours of the week I want to work. But luckily, I picked a career that everyone thinks is a joke. Now I'm not looking for empathy, because my life kind of rules. But it is a lot harder than I thought, and a lot more work. So I'm gonna take you to my company, and we're gonna go behind the scenes to meet all the people and see everything it takes to make money while making YouTube videos. So I think it's a really common misconception that being a content creator, whether you're a YouTuber, TikToker, or an influencer, is simple work. But in reality, a lot goes into what seems really simple. So I wanted to peel back the curtain a little bit and give you guys a glimpse into what goes into making this all come together if you want to make money doing this full time. Because before I did this, I worked at a big brand that did essentially this. But everything that goes into that applies to when you're doing it on your own. And it can be a lot. I helped build that company from the early days, but the key word there is helped. I was one of the few turned many working towards one goal. Because you see, at a company, you have people who have specific roles, things they specialize in, things they get paid to do. They're called jobs. But when you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you have to do it all yourself. And that's the hardest part. And I've always been a jack of all trades, but I think this may be pushing me to my limits. And a lot of times, ignorance is bliss, but I'm Italian and I'm about to show you how this sausage is made. So let's go take a tour of my business.
So good and tasty.
Welcome to Vintra Enterprises. I'm Vin, CEO and founder of Being a Nonsense Human. Let's go take a walk around. Because I know what you're thinking, don't you just pull out your phone, yap to it a bunch, do something cool, and boom, you're rich? Unfortunately, it's a little bit harder than that. But making good content and pretending to have fun is just the tip of the iceberg, because it all starts with good creative. So let's go meet the creative department. Meet our creative director, because he's trying to figure out what we're gonna make next week. Just coming up with some ideas, because, you know, the problem with modern day YouTubing is that everyone does it. And we can't really keep up with a lot of the OG people because they've got a crazy infrastructure, whether it's insane car collections, shops, mechanics, teams, or just seemingly endless money. When you're a solo creator and just getting started, you gotta do it all yourself with what you got. That's not always a disadvantage because, you know, creativity comes in the smallest places or whatever. A lot of people out there think they want something that they don't want. So a lot of you guys say, just make simple vlogs of whatever you're doing. But the reality is once I make a bunch of low quality, boring vlogs about me doing the same crap over and over again because my life isn't actually that cool, people stop watching and then this all falls apart. So we've got to try to create content that resonates with the viewer because our audience is everything to us. So it's got to be stuff that you guys are going to enjoy. I just make ideas and they do the rest. All right, enough. We're going to leave. Come on, come with me. Creatives could be so fussy, but not as fussy as the next. The front man of the entire channel, our good guy, Vin. Oh, yeah. Yo, what's up, dude?
Wait, we're not shooting today, are we?
No, this isn't a shoot for you. This is about...
All right, cool.
Don't worry about it. Just
whatever you're
go back to your life. Don't you have to play with your car or something today?
You want some salami?
I love that guy, he's so sweet. Next up, we gotta go meet our sales department. Without these guys, the business literally wouldn't operate. I know all you guys think that YouTube is a get-rich-quick scheme, but it's not. Unless you're doing millions of views a month, chances are you're not making enough money to survive. The money that advertisers pay for viewers is called CPM. And generally, for our industry, it's anywhere from $11 to $50 per 1,000 views. So do the math. So without sponsors or advertisers, we could not keep this going. So our sales team is super important. No, it's like $4 million. No big deal. Hold on one sec. What's up? You ready to be on camera? On the phone. Hey, just give me like 2 seconds. Yeah, no, that sounds good. Yeah, I'll send over that contract. Yeah, you too. All right, thanks. What's up? All right, I want you guys to meet Vin. He actually ran partnerships at Hoonigan in their heyday. We're super fortunate to have him on our team. I don't want to toot my own horn, but most important job. Without me, none of these guys get paid. The ad rev is cute, but what are you doing? Like, you're not even gonna pay your bills with what we make on ad rev. Everything that we do comes through my department. I bring in dollars from endemic sponsors, which means brands that are in the automotive space, to non-endemic advertisers, things like doing ad reads and stuff. And I know that those could be kind of annoying sometimes, but it's sort of the YouTube model, and a lot of you guys already get it. So as long as people keep watching, I can keep doing my job. And as long as the creative and the production team don't slack off, we're in good shape. All right, enough. Sales guys can really chew your ear off, so let's go to the next department. What's up? You want to be on a video? I'm working. You got to do it. Just say like 2 words. Yeah, whatever. Meet our reporting and account manager specialist? Manager. You gave me the manager title. Oh, okay. Coordinator, Vin. My name's Vin. I do metrics and reporting on all of our sponsorship stuff. I applied to be on-camera talent, but they told me that I'm good with numbers and talking to people, so here I am. Can I get back to work? He's actually not doing too good of a job, so I don't think he'll be here too long. He says he's busy, but I always just like see him playing around on his phone. Here's another really least sexy department. Something every company needs. We got legal and accounting. Oh yeah, come in. We never get visitors. Come on in. Yeah, no, I was just on the 15th email of trying to get paid for an ad we did back in June 4th, 2024. Because sales guys, you know, he doesn't want to spend a little bit extra time on the deal. So net 90. Thanks, bud. What do you want to talk about? All right, literally nobody wants to hear about that. Before you go, in this Pennzoil contract, it said Vin's gonna get a Pennzoil tattoo?
Nope.
So the next big part of the team that makes everything come together is, at the core of it, we make videos. So our production team is so important. And these guys work so hard, and I'm so appreciative of them. So let's meet the team. Hey, Vin, producer. I make all the background stuff happen. From coordinating cars to booking travels and making sure we have all the parts for the builds. I gotta do all the nonsense, but not as much nonsense as this guy. Oh no, I'm Vin, I'm a PA, production assistant. I run all the errands, pick up the car parts, I get coffee, breakfast, clean up, get stuck selling all the Craigslist deals, transporting cars, strapping down cars, just doing all the stuff that no one ever says thank you for, right? Hey, Vin, showrunner / on-set director. Make sure that, you know, we're getting all the shots that we need, carrying the narrative throughout, and of course, making sure we get the facts correct. You know, on the Worth It R34 episode, Vin said that the RB20 was a 2.5, and it made it into the episode. What an idiot. We probably should have fixed it in post. Oh, boo-hoo, the 16 people who care about an RB20. Give me a break. Post-production, we have to make sure that every video gets watched, gets fact-checked, looks good. We don't look like complete dipshits out there. My job's pretty easy. But the person that everyone loves the most, because the most fun thing to do is to spend unbelievable amounts of time and money building cars, have at it. I get to absolutely decimate cash because building cars is expensive and you can't like adhere to any timeline because things just go wrong. I think the biggest problem that we have is Vin is so boring and just likes like clean OEM plus nice builds, which isn't really that great for YouTube, but hey, the cars are cool. I hope we keep getting to build cars because I like my job. I probably have the best job in the building. And we appreciate your guys' hard work so much, thank you. But here at Vintra Enterprises, we're a growing business and we actually have a real life employee. That's different. This guy joined our team earlier and he was like part-time, but now he's more like full-time and he's coming around. But this guy's added so much value to the channel by an interesting way of shooting and being a top tier editor. And I'm so excited to have him on the team. Meet Jolly. Do you want to just be on the video for 2 seconds?
You don't belong here.
Editors are so weird. And that's our little team. Thanks for taking the time to stop by. Everyone puts in a good solid few hours of work each day, and what we're able to accomplish is pretty darn fine. And what we're able to accomplish is pretty darn fine. What we're able to accomplish is pretty darn fine. Yeah. And we make videos every Thursday. Some creators make videos every day. Insane. We could hardly keep up with once a week, but I do want to try to make more in the future. So if you enjoy my videos and you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because it helps me a ton. But next up, I want to talk to you about everything I've learned and some of the things that I'm going to change and what I have to leave behind. All right, well, I don't know if that skit actually answered any of the questions, so I reached out on social media and on YouTube community to do a little Q&A on some of the questions a lot of you guys ask me on the regular.
Time to get personal.
All right. I could talk about this for days, but in short, it's dedication to the craft. YouTube is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You're not gonna make a video about having fun with your car and start raking in cash. It's just not how it's going to work. What you need to do beyond anything, beyond equipment, beyond anything, is start coming up with good ideas, a way to be consistent, and a way to carry it out. Be dedicated first if you really want to take it seriously. If you want to just have fun and put videos online and you like making videos, then just do it and have a good time. Okay, let's see, what else do we got? This one is actually really interesting. Modern day YouTube, creators that haven't built an audience around taking people with them to live their dream life need to do more than that. So for me, yes, we plan our content and what we're gonna do a couple weeks out, then we work our best to try to make those videos happen. But the whole intention is to make a good video for you guys, and then we figure out how to make it. It's kind of business first, fun second. Okay, but we're gonna do a rapid fire section because I got a lot of questions that I want to answer, but they don't actually need a big explanation. Yes, I've been doing dumb car stuff way longer than I've been doing YouTube. At Hoonigan, I brought the company in money, and that's valuable. And I could also make creators, influencers, and athletes money. So I'd probably be doing something along the lines of sales, agent work, something like that, or working in a creative department at a company somewhere. A lot, because at work you can slack off and lean on some people. And also the hardest part for me, ideas. You have to trust that your ideas are even worthwhile. Whereas with a group, you could sort of rely on other people. But in a group setting, you have a lot of people to bounce ideas back and forth with. So you could feel a lot more confident or workshop them in a way that will make a good idea come from it. Man, trying to finish this video for next week, and then the week after that trying to finish that video. So I don't know. Right now we're just living. Yeah, I make money, I still have to survive, and I just explained all the ways you have to make money doing this thing. I think it may have gotten worse, but I think that all comes down to your personal preference. Like, you have to make time for yourself. Never gonna be easy, and it definitely doesn't get easier when you're your own boss. Amy, you want to do an episode on the plants?
No.
I do miss the kind of stability of having a normal job. I really like the freedoms that come with doing what I do, but some days I feel so lost and I don't know how to even get started, and it feels a lot scarier because you're like, if I don't know how to do it, no one's gonna tell me, and this doesn't work. Can you believe this is water? It's the most ridiculous water I've ever seen. Sometimes I just read the back of this and just feel like I'm on an absolute mushroom journey. No. A lot of you guys say that you want vlog style content. When I look at the analytics of my channel, I realize that all of the vlog style episodes that I've had to make, which means I was in a pinch, Jolly wasn't available, and I made content that had way lower production value, didn't do as well. It doesn't gain as much money, it doesn't net more subs, it doesn't get views, it doesn't get comments, serves a much more niche audience. There are a lot of great vloggers out there that do way cooler stuff, whether it's in cars or beyond. fun. There are great vloggers out there. I'm not one of them. I don't think I'll do a ton of vlogs. I think I will do is a balance between a premium feeling show and an informal vlog feeling. It's sort of what we did at Hoonigan in its heyday. I always like that feeling. Champ, sit. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit. No way. No way. No way. No one wants to see that. Imagine taking advice from someone on how to start a successful YouTube business and they just film dog pee.
Thanks, Joe.
What's up? You gonna be in this? You gonna be in this scene? If you want to be in the video, you just can't have your butt towards the camera. You have to turn around. So the number one lesson I learned this year is you gotta give it your all. You gotta focus. What you guys didn't know is when I started this in the beginning of the year, I actually didn't set out to be a YouTuber. I made a video when I left Hoonigan because I wanted all you guys to know why I was leaving and that I wasn't a part of it falling apart. But, but I didn't actually set out to start a YouTube channel. So I had a bunch of other jobs because I needed to make money. I did sales for Haggerty. I did all of this white label production with Ron for Hyundai this year. That's why we raced in touring car and I have an Elantra N. And I consulted for a bunch of other brands. So I was literally up to here, underwater with all the work I had to do. And a lot of times the content suffered. And I didn't have Jolly on the team yet. So it was really hard to figure out how to make content. But this year, that all changes. And if you're here for the cars, I'm gonna go through every car I've bought, sold, and owned in 2024. But to wrap up this video, I wanna give you guys a little taste of what's on my mind for what comes next. First and foremost, I'm gonna focus on YouTube. This is gonna be my only thing. Making YouTube content and running Driver's Era is gonna be my whole being for that year. So excited about that because it's finally getting to do the things that I wanna do without any distraction. We're also getting a new shop space. And our time at the Speakeasy has come to an end. Jason's got his own business running out of here now, so I think it's time we finally have to find our own shop. So Driver's Era and my content needs its own home. It's a long time coming. I'm very fortunate to have this house and garage space, but it's pretty hard shooting in such a tight space, so we're really looking forward to having a new spot. Also, if you're gonna be a content creator, you have to be focused on multi-platform. You can't just be on YouTube. I have to continue my path on social medias. I used to put a lot of emphasis on Instagram and TikTok, but I fell off because YouTube takes so much creative and time away from my priorities. I want to make bespoke content for Instagram, not just repurpose crap from YouTube on that platform. So that's another big focus for me. I'm going to develop more products for Driver's Era and beyond. Also, I want to make more shows. I really love making the Worth It style shows, and I think you guys really enjoy it. So I want to focus on creating more of those. In my head already, there's a bunch of cars I want to do the Worth It shows with, from Integra Type R to Evo to STI and so many other examples. If you have any more that you'd like to see, drop them in the comments below. I'll make them happen. Also, if you have any of the cars that I need, shoot me an email. Always helpful to use cars from the audience and have you guys on the show. And of course, the Ferrari is going to get done. I know I've been dragging it out, but I promise it'll be worth the wait. But I have one thing holding me up. Pennzoil's been a partner of mine for a long time, and they want to use the car for an international commercial, which is so sick, and I cannot believe it. But they wanted the car to look how you guys all recognize it. So I can't do anything to it until after January 28th. But as soon as we wrap that shoot, that car's getting torn apart and it's getting finished. So I'm really excited for that. Also, I told you guys about it. We teased about it. I'm doing my dad Chevelle project for him. That's gonna be in a couple months once we get the shop set up. The IS300 is gonna get swapped. That's gonna be a solid daily drift car. And I have a really fun idea about trading up through cars and teaching you guys how to wheel and deal through it that I haven't quite figured out, but that's gonna happen later this year too. That's it for the year. I hope you guys enjoyed this style episode. It's a bit different than what we usually make, but I wanted to celebrate surviving this year because although it seems really fun, and it is, I'm super fortunate to be able to do this, and I appreciate all you guys. It is a mind-blowing amount of work. Give a big thanks to all your favorite creators for making content for you guys every week. It is a huge job to undertake, and if they're making a living doing it, they're putting in a lot of effort that you don't see. So thanks to everyone for watching. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. But for now, before I'm out, hit you with a little credit roll of all the nonsense vehicles I've owned this year. See you next week.